My name is Obiwin. So I'm the founder of Obiwin Global Investment Club. So this investment club came into being because of my experience with so many of my friends and relatives. I discovered that most of the times you see people make a lot of money, and before you know it, the whole money will just vanish and you won't know what happened. The person won't be able to account for it, and the whole money will just finish like that. So I looked into the problem and discovered that most of them don't actually know how to invest or keep their money. So because of that, they keep on wasting money on irrelevant things, and at the end of the day, they will end up losing everything. So we started Obiwin Global Investment Club as a way of getting people together and teaching and coaching them with practical examples on how to keep and save save and invest their money in profitable businesses. Obiwin Global Investment Club is an exclusive club for like-minded individual that wants to play in the investment game for a very long term. So in our club, we don't hold money. We are not a holding company, so we don't invest for people. We give you education on how you can make profitable investment, and if you follow our education, definitely you will come out positive in the long run. So our unique selling point is that we don't hold people's money. So we don't invest for people. We teach you how to invest and show you where to invest with practical example. That's our unique selling point. This investment club we are talking about is not meant for everybody, right? We have a category of people we are looking for to join us in this investment club. Number one, if you are already wealthy, so we are not looking for wealthy people. You already have what we are giving, so there's no point for you joining us. And if you are struggling to make ends meet, so I believe you should concentrate your effort in meeting your ends, because what our investment goal is targeted at capital preservation. You need to have capital first before we talk about preservation. So the people we are actually looking at are the people that are doing a profitable job and people that are doing business. So these are people that can put up a certain amount of money a month and put it in investment. So we are looking for people within that range to join us, because those are the people that our investment club is targeted at. In investing, our investment icons that we follow, somebody like Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, and Monish Pabrai. These guys, they talk about circle of competence, and circle of competence is in, like, you are taking an overview of companies in a particular industry that you truly understand. For us here in Nigeria, I know that Nigeria is largely underdeveloped. So if I'm going to invest in Nigeria, I'll be looking at one of the areas I'll be concentrating in is construction, because Nigeria is largely underdeveloped. So construction business will do well for a very long time. So that is what we mean by circle of competence. So generally, we are looking at agricultural commodities. We are also looking at apparels and footwears. We are looking at construction materials. We are looking at containers and packaging. We are looking at electronic production equipment, and we are looking at food. So based on this thing, you can see that the reason why we selected this particular industries is because they are industry that is not going away for a very long time. Take food, for example. Whether you are into AI or you are not into AI, you still have to eat. So as men are multiplying, as human beings are multiplying on the earth, they will need shoe and they will need clothes. So these are the areas we target our investment, because we know that these are industries that are not going out, that are not going into extinction for a very long time. So that is our philosophy for choosing this. So in determining the specific investment opportunities we pursue, so we look at 4 different things. Number one is good prospect. So we are looking for businesses that have good prospects, which means a business that can continue for a very long time. So secondly, we look for business that is profitable. If a business can continue for a very long time and they are profitable, So the business attracts our interest. Then thirdly, we look for businesses that have very low debt. So because we don't like to involve in businesses that borrow a lot of money. It's easier for you to mismanage other people's money than it is for you to mismanage your own money. So if you work for your money, you keep it tighter than if somebody just dashes you money, you spend it anyhow. So borrowing is the same way. When people borrow a lot of money, it shows that their business is actually struggling, or the managers are actually playing some games that is not available to the public. That's why we avoid companies that have high debt. Then the last thing we look for when we are trying to make an investment decision is fair pricing. The business can have good prospects, it can have profitability, it can have low debt, and be priced highly. So we don't want to buy a very expensive business that is a good business. We want to buy a good business that is cheap. You get, want to buy a good business that is cheap. So because it's cheap, if we buy it, then we wait until it is priced highly, then we can sell it. So that's how we look for business opportunity. In terms of investment we've made, sometime in 2023, we noticed that one Nigerian company called Lafarge Cement, they are into construction materials. That's their industry. They are into construction materials and they sell cement. Actually, they are the third largest cement industry in Nigeria. So we noticed that this company was in a good business. They have good prospect, and they were profitable. From our analysis of their annual reports, they were profitable, and they have a very low debt. Upon that, the share price is relatively cheap compared to the value of the company. So we made a purchase of some shares of Lafarge Cement in 2020 at an average price of 35 naira per share. So today is April 25th, 2025. So as of today, that our purchase of Lafarge Cement is sitting at 81 naira per share, which is more than double of our initial value. That is one of the best investments we've done so far. Then we also bought some shares in, because we noticed that also Dangote Sugar Refinery, they're into a good business. Most industries need sugar, both the ones that need raw sugar and the ones that need processed sugar. So we saw that Dangote Sugar Refinery is in a good business that has good prospect. They were profitable as at the time we valued it. They had low debt as at the time we valued it. But late last year, they issued a commercial paper and they borrowed 150 billion. So they are now incurring debt. From their yearly report of last year, they incurred so much debt that we had to dump the shares. Unfortunately, we bought that Dangote sugar at an average price of 40.5 naira per share, but we ended up selling it at 36.5 naira per share, which was a loss. So that's one of the losses we did. Also, because we play in global markets, so we also bought some shares in Alibaba, the popular e-commerce company. So global e-commerce company. We bought a share in Alibaba. We bought Alibaba share at $76 per share, and we sold it at $140 per share. So those are the current investments. We are still making investment, but I will not disclose it now because it's meant for the club members. Well, in terms of the membership fee, we have two packages. So one of the packages for Nigerians living in Nigeria, right? For a Nigerian living in Nigeria, you only have access to two markets. You have access to the Nigerian market and you have access to the US market. So their subscription fee is lower than other Nigerians living outside the country that have access to global market. So in terms of usage, from our club charter, 50% of the money contributed by members are used to run our club, organize our activity, and organize our seminars. And the other remaining 50% will be invested in the businesses that we are actually recommending for our club members. We'll reinvest the business, and the dividend that we got from the investment will be shared between the members as proprietary incentive. So this is a way of keeping our clubs going, because investment is not a our pattern of investment is not a quick money. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's a very, very long term stuff. So because we invest 50% of our money, the members are are given a sort of incentive from the money, so that at the end of the day, even if the member had an issue, from the incentive that the member is going to receive from that our 50% reinvested, they will be able to sort themselves out. In terms of return, this is a very long-term investment. So in terms of return, we are not promising you that everything will be green, because stock market is somehow, it goes up and it goes down. But over a long period of time, because what is needed in investment is your ability to be patient, and that's why we are looking for the category of people that we mentioned earlier, because these are the people that are not distracted, people that will not wake up in the morning and open their system and be looking at their investment. So our goal in investing is to invest for a very long time. So if you invest for a very long time, the return that you are going to get by following us is that you will be able to have investments that will take care of you in old age. Not just take care of you, but sort out your family problems and solve all your living expenses. So we are not looking for immediate return. I won't come and tell you that, okay, that if you invest in Obiwin Global, we are guaranteeing you of 60% or 80%. That's not how investment works. Investment is if somebody that is patient and is putting money in a good business, you expect a very positive return. But I won't mention the particular percentage, but you will be guaranteed of a positive return at the end. In terms of risk and disclaimer, before joining our club, we have a membership form where everything is stated clear. So when you open the membership form, you see our terms and conditions. You see that whatever we are giving to you about market is our own opinion. It's our own opinion. It's for educational purpose, and you have the right to verify the information before acting on it. Our long-term vision for Obiwin Global Investment Club is that by the time you are 50 or 60 years old, from the investment recommendations and education you have gotten from our platform, you should be able to have enough investment that will take care of you in your old age. Not just take care of you, but sort out all your living expenses and your family problems. So that is the future. That is the future and our goal for Obiwin. We don't want to have any of our club members become a once upon a time rich man. That is what we are actually against. We want people to be able to keep and maintain their wealth at every particular stage in life. In conclusion, in wrapping it up, Obiwin Global Investment Club, our goal is to make sure that all our members are well grounded in financial education. We don't want to have a member come out tomorrow and start having financial issues, financial problem. We want a situation whereby all our members are financially set up and they are able to maintain their wealth. Because one thing is making money, another thing is keeping it. That's what we do in Obiwin Global. So in Obiwin Global, we help our members not just to make money, but we help them to keep their money so that they can have something to enjoy in their old age and hand over to their generation. Thank you.